Tallinn and Helsinki, two popular European capitals, are just 80 kilometers apart. Sure, you can fly between them, but by far the most popular way of traveling between them is by ferry. Port to port is just about 2 hours, even making day trips quite possible. Today I'm taking Tallink's newest ferry, the MyStar, powered by more environmentally friendly natural gas and entered service in December 2022. It's a huge ship with 12 decks, capacity for 2,800 passengers, 2,500 square meters of shopping, multiple decks for personal and commercial vehicles, and an ice-breaking class of 1A, the highest possible for a passenger vessel. While there's a base ticket price that gets you onto the ship, there's a host of different add-ons you may wish to consider. Why on earth is this 2-hour ferry ride so over the top? Let's find out on this trip in the business lounge between Tallinn and Helsinki. Let's start with all the extras you can book. Star Class is the basic fare that gets you on board the ship. There's ample seating options, 5 paid dining options, and a massive shopping mall. For €29 more than the base price, you can get access to the Comfort Lounge. Located on the front port side of the ship, it includes light snacks, coffee, tea, and free Wi-Fi. For €69 more than the base price, you get access to the Business Lounge. Located on the front starboard side, it includes a full buffet, alcohol, and premium Wi-Fi. Unique to the MyStar, located within the Business Lounge, is an even more premium space, the Platinum Lounge. With only 6 seats, iPads, noise-canceling headphones, and Dom Perignon, it's the most premium travel experience. Oh, that will set you back an extra €500 per person. Sorry, I may be bougie, but not that bougie. I guess if Jeb Brooks ever takes this ferry, that's where he'll be. Me, I splurged for the business class lounge. You can also book one of 46 cabins or a meeting room for even more privacy, though you'll only get to enjoy it for 2 hours. I decided to walk from downtown Tallinn to the ferry port, which was a lovely idea until it started pouring mid-walk and my rain jacket was in my suitcase, so I arrived completely drenched. Different ferry operators use different terminals, and Tallink is in Terminal D. It was massive, sleek, and absolutely spotless. After presenting the QR code on your ticket, you head upstairs. Business lounge passengers also get access to a small lounge area in the terminal. There was tons of space. The lounge itself had a coffee machine, water, juice, and some candies. So that's nice, I guess. There wasn't a great view, but the MyStar pulled in and passengers started disembarking. Disembarking took a bit longer than expected and bled into our boarding time. One great perk of the business lounge is that you get to board and disembark first through a separate door. You avoid having to stand in this line. Just getting to the ship was quite the hike and shows the sheer size of the thing. The business lounge is right there as you enter, and I booked it to grab a seat. The other passengers did the same, and wasted no time making a beeline for the buffet, so let's take a look at that. First, there's an island of alcohol, nothing super premium here, but everything that you'd expect. There's soda, beer, and even wine on tap. So how's the buffet you paid for? Pretty darn good, actually. There's an extensive selection of salads, fish, shrimp, and roe. Other cold cuts. Then a hot selection of scalloped potatoes, lentil lasagna, salmon, pork, chicken wings, and Wallenberg cutlets. For dessert, there was also quite an extensive collection. It was all good quality and tasty. Honestly, it was as good as a moderate to high-end hotel or Vegas buffet, and it was continuously restocked. I sat down with my meal and watched the rest of the passengers board. The business lounge comes with faster premium Wi-Fi you enter with your reservation number, and it really lived up to its name. I'll be damned. 15 minutes early, we pulled away from the dock. Travel time to Helsinki was just about 2 hours, and the ship reaches a top speed of 27 knots. If you book the business lounge, frankly, there's no need for you to ever leave it. There's even duty-free shopping in the lounge. But I want to do this review justice, so I headed out to the rest of the ship. First up was the Comfort Lounge, that €29 option. It was also fairly empty. There's no way I can do a detailed review of every other place on the ship in 2 hours, but most amenities are on decks 8 and 9. I walked through the Coffee & Co. Lounge, a part of the massive Traveler Superstore. Then I headed upstairs to the Sitting Lounge, the Burger King, Nordic Bar, and Fastlane, before returning back down to Deck 8 and the Coffee Lounge yet again. There's also the Delight Buffet that costs €29, the Chef's Kitchen, Family Picnic, Sea Pub, and the Garden. But I had paid for the Business Lounge after all, so I went back to enjoy it. The Platinum, Business, and Comfort Lounge all have access to views out the front of the ship, and just around the halfway point, we passed the Megastar, Tallink's other LNG ferry servicing the route. I sat back, streamed some YouTube over the fast Wi-Fi with a drink, and sat down to write this very script. But all too soon, Helsinki came into view on the horizon, and we pulled into port. We were each handed a candy when disembarking, and like with boarding, the business cabin got to disembark first. To get to the city, you just take the convenient tram. So the Tallink MyStar. It's an awesome, clean, and really fun ferry that I enjoyed way more than I should have. It commands a slight price premium over the competition, and I think I can see why. But is the business lounge upgrade really worth it? Well, only you can answer that question. Just making up some numbers here, let's say you value the buffet at €29, the same price as the regular buffet, plus an extra €10 for the hard alcohol. So is having a dedicated departure area, priority boarding and disembarking, and having a private lounge on board where you know you'll get a seat and you don't have to worry about your luggage worth €30? For me, it was a fun splurge, and I definitely didn't feel like I was being ripped off. But I can see others having a great time hanging out at the various bars, coffee lounge, or hell, even the Burger King. There's just so much to see and do on this ship that I can confidently say you won't be bored in the slightest on the 2-hour journey. Well, I've got just one night here in Helsinki before headed home, so I'll see you next time for Finnair's business class on the Airbus A330, and a very controversial business class seat that doesn't even recline.